So tell me this. Let me bring this back to MMA and we'll get out of here. Tell me this. UFC 200, it's just over a month away. John Jones versus Daniel Cormier. Who do you got?
That's a tough call right there. I watched John Jones's last fight. He was kind of rusty. Daniel Cormier, he's been an animal. He's up that AKA. I think the side job might take his focus away a little bit, and both of them have anger for each other. If I was going to bet it, I think right now I wouldn't touch it, Chael.
Right down the middle, huh? Right down the middle, really?
Yeah, right now, and a year ago, I could see John Jones just taking it to him. I don't know what John's head is now, I still think he's a great fighter and a great kid. I don't know where his head is at. So we'll see as the time gets closer, and I'll see at the weigh-in how they look and what their behavior is. Because in my mind, sometimes the fight is won and lost at the weigh-in,
Yep, for sure.
So I want to see that. It's too early on. The conspiracy I want to know about is what really happened to fucking Conor McGregor.
Yeah, and now he's talking about fighting Floyd Mayweather. I mean, is there?
That's not going to happen.
It's just flat out not going to happen. I heard that we talk about that in the MMA world and think, well, that's pretty exciting. We kind of know Conor's going to come in second, but we wouldn't mind seeing that fight. Apparently, in the boxing world, it's crickets. Floyd's really struggling getting the boxing community behind that fight.
They really don't care, I don't think. I think boxing has lost a lot the last few years. I mean, it doesn't take a fucking genius to see that. It doesn't have the level of intensity we had in this country in the early 90s with Tyson. I think Pacquiao filled that void for a while. And, whatever his name is, Floyd Mayweather, filled that void for a while. But they're really not, it's not that Tyson boxing, It's not that. When Floyd Mayweather fights, I have no interest in watching them. But I'll watch the UFC every weekend, whenever they're on.
Sure.
And there's bad fights and good fights, but still, So I think boxing on a whole is just, they're half fucking dead. And they don't know how to bring it back. They don't really know how to bring it back.
Yeah.
So I think that this was more of a publicity thing. It would be great to see. I mean, I can't see Conor knocking him out or something, but I can see Conor giving him a good fight maybe. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it that much just because I didn't think it was going to happen. I think there's something weird going on, and we don't know what it is.
Yeah, I hear you.
So,
I mean, the guy's got spending issues. He as much money as he's made, he needs money. He'll be back in the UFC. There's no doubt about it. And I hope he's back against Nate Diaz. Patching that boat up, it moves quickly. Passing up that fight, you don't know if you'll ever see that fight again.
Chael, that was a great fight. If you look when Conor walks up to Herb Dean, you could see Dana yelling at Fertitta, telling him we should have got Dennis Seaver again. This fucked up our plans, I think this really did fuck up the UFC's plans in a lot of ways. They had GSP going up against Conor if he won, whatever. And I still want to see Conor Frankie Edgar. I still want to see Conor Rafael Dos Anjos. I'd love to see Conor and Calabib,
Yep.
So I want to see those fights before fucking he fights a boxer or somebody else. I want to see him against Cowboy. I want to see him against Aldo. I want to see these fights. So I think Aldo got rid of the Zika virus that the UFC put in his juice. That poor kid. When I bet the under on that fight. I bet that it would finish in one round. They had that prop bet. And it's so weird. When Aldo walked in, when the fight ended, I'm like, they drugged him. This was like that fight in Miami with the guy said, give him the other bottle.
Right. The boxing fight.
The whole thing was, Yeah, I think that's a good fight I want to see again. So UFC has a lot of great fights. Look at this weekend. They're pumping Bisbing against the other guy, and they're pumping Uriah against the other guy. But the fight on that fucking card is Dos Anjos against that crazy guy from Philadelphia.
Yeah, he is against Eddie Alvarez. Yeah, that is a hell of a fight that's going unnoticed.
That's the fucking fight on the card right there.
Yeah, and nobody's running over Eddie Alvarez. Dos Anjos been running over people. Nobody's running over Eddie. He's going to have to fight.
Well, Eddie, he started off a little slow, but he picked up momentum. He looked great in his last fight. So this is going to be a great fucking banger. Chael, one question.
Okay.
Are you making a comeback?
I'm not going to make it. Not to mixed martial arts. Now, with that said, I don't even have an option right now. I'm on suspension. It's not as easy as me just saying yes or no. I'm not even licensed right now. Now, that clock is running out quickly. In fact, it's up next month. But no, the answer is no.
You'll do wrestling and you'll do jiu-jitsu events?
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, that's right. There's not enough opportunity out there in grappling. I say yes to every time I'm ever offered a grappling match. And with that said, Joey, I've only done 3 matches in the last 2 years. There's just not a lot of that out there. But yeah, I am open to that. I like to compete still. I still am in the gym every day. But as far as MMA, coming back to what?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
To LA. When are you coming back to L.A.?
I'm coming back to L.A. I actually have plans to be out there. I got a friend named Bamba that's going to fight in a Bellator show. I'm going to come out and support him. Couple of weeks.
I'd like for you to give me one wrestling class. I'll pay you.
You got it. You got a deal.
Just the basics. Just the basics. I'm 53. I don't want to wrestle nobody. Just the basics that I should know that would help me with my jiu-jitsu a little bit.
I'll show you a couple of things that will help you, particularly for defense, to stop a wrestler from getting in on you. It'll take you a long way.
We could go to Alberto Cranes and see your boy. That's where I go. I go to Alberto Cranes 3 times a week, so I see, what's his name, on the way out sometimes. He just goes and messes around with Alberto.
Yeah, well, you're in good hands. Alberto Crane's a tough son of a bitch.
Good kid. Good teacher. I'm having a great time with him. Like I said, I don't want to win the world. I just want to get in shape and breathe better. I have sleep apnea, so I figured that was another way to attack my fear of being on my back.
Yeah, I love it.
I really like it. And, I got to tell you, man, I watched you in a couple of your matches, and you're a great fighter, man. You're tougher than fucking nails. You're like the kids I grew up with. I got to hit you with a chair,
I appreciate that. I appreciate you tuning in, man.
They don't make white savages like you anymore. You follow me?
I appreciate it.
You're not doing it no more, Chael, man. I was always a fan of yours, and, I don't know what happened with all that other shit, but I got to give you props, man. You inspired me to go down there and want to fucking tackle people. So when you take down a motherfucker, I love it. I love it. You go in there like a defensive back, man.
Yeah, man. When they say go, you got to go.
You go, man. You go. So I give you props for that. I know you still have a lot of fans out there, and we'd like to see you do your thing again. So,
well, thank you. Well, thank you, buddy. Hey, let's call it right here. I'm looking at the time. Let's call it. Everybody's already listening to your podcast. You are doing great, man. For the few people that don't know, the Church of What's Happening Now with Joey Diaz, also known as Jose Diaz, apparently. It's over on iTunes. You got anything else you want to plug before we roll?
That's it. I'm going to be on Marin next week on IFC, and I'm going to be in Omaha, Nebraska. That's it. Next week. So.
Awesome. Hey, thank you, pal. I appreciate your time.
Love you, man. Hope to see you again down here. Good luck.
Thanks. Take care, Joey.